It's Super Bowl weekend, and we're here to cash some bets and talk bad beats. Welcome to the Slip Chasers podcast. Let's make some money. I'm your host, Kelvin. This is Quincy, and we got Ike here. Boys, how are we doing tonight?
Good, man. Let's get into it.
Yep, let's go.
So obviously, before we talk about the Super Bowl, we got to talk about the big trade of the week. Luka Doncic getting traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, and then Anthony Davis getting traded to the Mavs. What's going on?
They really shook up the league with this one. I think the Mavs made a mistake. That's my guy, man. Just to see a team trade a 25-year-old phenom, in the middle of his prime, I think there's a little bit more to it. So I'm interested to see how it plays out. Q, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I do think they messed up, but only because of his age, though. Like, even if he had, like they said, like a weight problem, or even if, he didn't want to sign an extension after he signed another extension after he signed the big one this summer, you still have time. So, I mean, just none of it makes sense. So I really think they fumbled this one really bad.
Is it worth not paying him the Supermax contract? Because I know because of this trade, Luka lost a lot of money. I think around like 117 million. He was supposed to get 345, and now after this season, he's only eligible for 222. I think not the exact number why they would do it.
Yeah.
Why would you ever trade away one of your star players prime time? He's probably going to be the face of the NBA.
So about the extension, can he make that back in the long run with another big extension?
I mean,
he just signed like a 1 year, 2 year, and then with LA being LA, they can offer him even a bigger contract after that.
I mean, in theory, yeah, but at the end of the day, LA's not going to be able to offer him the super max this year,
right,
which means no matter what, he's going to miss out on that extra $100 million that he could have made with Dallas.
But only this year, though, technically, right?
Yeah, but in theory, that's a year that you missed out on $100 million. So I mean, you can make it back up, but that's always $100 million you lost. And then to me, the one thing that people aren't talking about is like, bro, what state is Dallas in?
Yeah, Texas.
That's a no income state tax.
Yeah.
He going from there to a place where it's the very opposite. So not only did he lose out on that $100 million, he going to LA where the taxes are crazy. But I mean, he in Hollywood, man. He gonna make it up. He a cold white dude with a bunch of swag. I mean, LA, man, they gonna rock with him. Like,
yeah, facts.
Them 77 jerseys gonna be flooding
crazy.
the streets. They about to be flooding the streets.
They were talking about recently how the viewership is going in decline. I'm sure having like an international star popping up at the Lakers would bring back a bit of viewership.
Yeah, I mean, he has a whole country behind him, so it only makes sense.
Rob Pelinka, man, Pelinka solidified himself.
I can't give him credit.
Why?
All he did was answer a phone call, man.
It fell in his lap, but bro, think of what they didn't have to give up. Like they only gave up what, one first round pick?
2027 or 2029?
I think it's 2029. It might even be like 2031 or something.
It's a useless one.
It's a useless one, but if you really look at it, they really didn't give up. They gave up more to get Jimmy Butler. I know we'll get into that, but I feel like the Heat gave up more to ship him off.
I mean, AD is putting up 40 and 20 every other night, though.
It's a good short-term move. I agree with, like, for the Mavs, I think their team is constructed really well. You got Lively, Gafford, and AD. They about to be whooping shit in the paint. Those are three of the top 5-10 rim defenders in the league.
I ain't sold, though, bro. Like, they lost a guy that averaged 34, 9, and 9. 9.8.
But Kyrie could flourish now. You think Clay last night, you saw Clay, he was running around like he was back at Golden State. Luka, he kind of stagnates the offense a little bit, especially for a shooter like Clay. So I think team-wise, they're gonna be more balanced.
Yeah, I agree on that part. Team-wise,
but they ceiling, I mean, people act like Luka was, holding them back or whatever. I'm like, bro, y'all do realize they just got to the finals. People forget 25. That. People forget that. You just traded the guy who took you to the finals. So,
bro, in all-time playoffs, Luka is third
behind
per game.
And he's second in career scoring average behind Michael Jordan.
I hope people didn't forget that he was at 18 years old an MVP of an league playing against grown men.
Yeah, I just don't see it for the Mavs. Like, it makes sense, like a team, everybody says, But as far as star power and what you need to like go on deep runs, I don't see it. They ain't got that guy to carry them if everybody, because Kyrie disappears sometimes too.
He do.
And AD definitely disappeared. Well, they're both LeBron sidekicks, low key, but they both disappear at times. And then you got Luka and LeBron who never disappears in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And they're doing a hell of a job already filling out that roster. That's why I'm like, Rob Pelinka, he on his shit, man. Like,
I give him Mark Williams.
Mark Williams.
I like that. I like that pickup.
I really wish they weren't. I think I heard something where they're thinking about just buying out Kleber, but I think it would be a mistake. Kleber is good, man. He could guard. He could guard 4 positions, knockdown shooter, which is what they need. I mean, you got Luka and LeBron. You're gonna have to surround them with shooters and rim protectors and lob
I like him over Jackson Hayes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Jackson Hayes is, as you would say, R2 squared. So.
Facts. Facts. Jackson Hayes is like the Lakers crash out.
Yeah.
And he's still somehow still on there.
Yeah.
Man, he's serviceable, but man, they fill that roster out with some more shooters.
Going back to the Mavs situation, do you think odds on Mavs championship is a value play right now? But we just talked about how balanced the team would be. Mm-hmm. So why wouldn't they make a run compared to having Luka? They should be better off. But the odds, if it's over like 3,000, like
I think it's 4. I think it's 40 to 1.
Let me check this.
I ain't sold on them to win no championship though, bro.
Oh, but it's
just the value.
Win.
So I think
the value. Okay.
Yeah, I think they went from plus 2,500 to plus 4,000, if I'm not mistaken.
What? They dropped by half?
That's what I'm saying. No. So the Lakers and the Mavs playoff odds, they swapped. And I think that's where I'm like, I think there's value on the Mavs because in the long run, the Lakers going to be better, clearly. But for this season, the Mavs got a better chance of doing something simply off the fact I think Luka and LeBron going to take some time to gel because they both so good. But they both so good that they could figure it out in the playoffs too, though. Quickly. Especially I wasn't sold when I first saw the trade. You know, obviously the roster isn't filled out when the trade happens, but you know, in the last couple of days, I'm like, shit, they can make a run this year.
Insane, Finney Smith has been balling both offensively and defensively. Vanderbilt put on like 30 pounds out of nowhere.
He's back with his hurt ass.
Great defense. That man been injured for a year.
Yeah, man. What? 2 years?
He didn't play last year.
2 years.
You're right.
What's the Lakers standing right now compared to their fifth?
Fifth, 2 games behind Denver.
The Mavs odds are plus 5,000.
See, they were plus 2,500. They went to 5,000.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Then the Lakers were like plus 5,000. They went to 2,500.
Yeah, I see. They might be lower than that now.
Might be lower.
Damn, that's wild. The disrespect on AD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm an AD advocate. He's been balling for the last 2 years, so that injury-prone junk been out the window for a while now.
He been showing up. So
yeah, I mean he a little sensitive when it comes to like getting hit and stuff, but he always plays.
He just got the softest injuries. It won't even be like
his pain tolerance is high.
Yeah, it'd be like
it's okay.
Yeah, we talk about can NBA players play in the NFL or NFL players playing in the NBA say like if AD get hit stick one time, I don't think he's standing back up. He can moss anybody, I feel like, but
he'd turn to powder if he got hit
by like a 5'8" cornerback.
Yeah, chop him down real quick.
All 3 of us would.
Let's talk about Luka's first game. Rumored that he's going to start on Monday against the Jazz. And let me check the spread real quick.
40.
40.
40.
You think it's a triple-double?
I'm biased, though.
Man, Q, see, here's my thing. I think Luka, I don't think he's going to go crazy the first game. But I think the second time they play the Mavs, I'm not joking when I say
I think about the first game against the Mavs?
Yeah. Y'all Yeah, I'm talking about against the Mavs.
Oh, I was talking about his first game.
You don't think so?
Do you think there will be like a time limit or like a minute restriction?
That's what I'm saying. For his first game, I think it might be because he's coming back from that calf strain.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
He hasn't been, I'm sure he needs better conditioning just because he's been out, not because he's fat. I actually think Luka looks like he's in pretty good shape right now.
Yeah, he looks really good.
Right. Getting off the plane. But yeah, this first game, and you also know, I lucked out on some De'Aaron Fox assists because when you first come to a new team and you playing with a star, you be hella passive. You're like, all right, let me make sure I fit in with this guy. De'Aaron Fox assist line was set at 6. That man had 13 assists his first game with Wemby. He was out there hooping, but he also want to earn the trust of his teammates. So
Yeah.
I think when we get into some props down the road, I think Luka assists will be something to monitor. I think he could go for 12, 13, 14 assists his first game.
I thought the same when it comes to like the passing, but sometimes like when you acquire a new player, like this happened to me in the past. Like a lot of times the whole team is saying, "Don't worry about us.
Go eat.
You
Yeah.
we'll play around that." So
Right.
it's either go like
Good
you said
point.
one or two ways. Either he's going to be really passive and like get a whole bunch of assists the first game, which I that you said that I think it's going to go like that, or they're going to be like, since it's the Jazz, go crazy.
Or to your point, yeah. I mean, to your point, the nature of LeBron, he been waiting for somebody to come that can take the load off of him. Pause.
Especially a guard.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Somebody like a guard. So he gonna be eager to throw Luka the ball, say, hey, bring us home, man. Like, work out at top of the key. I got you. Like, very interesting.
You think Luka is going to convert to LeBron's diet immediately? Hey, like it's hard for players to switch their diet completely.
It is. That's a real like struggle for a lot of players. I've even had teammates where no matter what you say to them or what injury they go through, they're gonna eat that ice cream at night before they go to bed, or eat that double cheeseburger.
Zion Williamson, man.
Yeah, bro, that's a real thing. Like that craving or whatever. I mean, I hope he does.
Yeah, you get that boy out of New Orleans is not helping.
Oh no,
no. You're probably going crazy right now down there in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you don't take no diet. You don't get on the diet in New Orleans.
We're gonna come back like talk about this like next time, but like what trade destination specifically diet would fit the best with Zion Williamson sometimes in the future episodes.
That's a good one.
Like Minnesota or something.
So yeah, send his ass to Toronto.
Portland or something.
I don't know. Toronto got some dang food.
I was gonna say, never mind. Yeah, Portland.
And Portland been balling.
They can't have good food in Portland.
No. Indiana.
Send his ass to Indiana.
that would actually fit good for him though. They play fast. That would actually work.
Fast food.
Facts.
Yeah, we weren't even gonna talk about him, and he's getting jacked. Like, sucks to be Zion right now. From like his hoop mixtape highlights days to getting shit on for being a fat ass.
That man came back after 2 months out. Did a 360 windmill and went right back out for a few days.
Bro, and that windmill was crazy.
That was crazy.
Crazy. Bro, nobody does that anymore.
Nobody. Yeah, man. These players are different.
Different, bro.
I mean, the hops they have compared to like
it's like Josh Smith trying to East Bay in the game.
And then like, Obi Toppin them pulled a couple of those off.
Yeah, you're right. He did. He did it too easy though. He don't count.
Too easy.
Way too easy. Like it was a layup line.
Yeah, man, 6'9", yeah.
All right, let's go into what we are most excited about this week. Last week of football, because I love football. Got for Super Bowl this week. It's going to be a rematch between the two teams. Do we think the Eagles are going to have their revenge on Chiefs, or we think Chiefs are going to smack the Eagles again, like how Patrick Mahomes smacked Josh Allen again? God, my future bet. I was so hype on Josh Allen.
What'd you think, Q?
You just can't bet against the man, dog. Like he's not supposed to win these games. To me, like his roster's not as good as the Bills. His roster's not as good as the rosters don't even come close as being as good as the Eagles. But you just can't bet against Patrick. Like the dude is special. So I honestly have no idea who's going to win. But I do think the Eagles have a better roster. They're more fit to. But they were good the last time they played. So
if they don't stop Saquon, there is no chance.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
Like if they get their run going, it's over.
Saquon out there looking like LT.
What?
For real.
Yo, that first run, the last game.
Crazy.
My God.
And like Bo Jackson out there, but yeah, my God.
That boy is special.
Man, I've been back and forth, to be honest with you. I've been back and forth. I've been on the Chiefs. I'm starting to come around to the Eagles. I didn't want to bet against Mahomes, but looking at the revenge factor, this being that's the second time they're playing them in the Super Bowl, I think you got to take into effect the hunger factor. Yeah, the Chiefs want a three-peat. It'd be a nice story, but at the end of the day, they got 2. Some of them got 3. So I think this is a prime, the last time they were in the Super Bowl, they put up 35. The score was 38-35. Jalen Hurts played really well. The Eagles running back was Miles Sanders. They upgraded Miles Sanders to
He
Saquon.
wasn't no slouch though.
He wasn't a slouch, but
It is
he was.
It was
upgrade.
not Saquon.
They were more of a. You seen how horrible he was when he got to Carolina, Kelvin? I'm sure you remember that.
My
I
God.
drafted him.
My goodness. But they were more of a committee. They used to run Boston Scott, Kenneth Gainwell, Miles Sanders, those guys. But they match up well. Their defense is really good. I like the Cooper DeJean kid. I think you could stick Quinyon Mitchell on a Xavier Worthy or even Travis Kelce and slow him down. And then I think, Jalen Hurts can exploit him with the legs. In real time, I'm going to go with the Eagles on the
Do you
Monday.
think Jalen Hurts has another big game?
No, I don't think he has a big game because I don't think he needs to have a big game. If Jalen Hurts is throwing for a bunch of yards, they're going to lose.
Saquon's line is 129.5 over under.
Oh,
That's what Vegas think. 129.5. So it's either he busts that shit wide open and a 200-yard game. He might just, they are successfully being able to stop them on the first 2 downs, force Jalen Hurts to throw on the third, and he misses it, or just Chuck gets sacked. Yeah, that's the only way, and that will hit the under. I feel like if there's a bet doing 200 plus rushing yard or under 80 rushing yard for do an alt spread on that line.
I mean, I'd stay away from his rushing prop just because that's so hard to bet. I mean, 130 yards. The angle that I've been looking at and I want to attack is his longest rush of 25.5. If watching Saquon, seems like every game he breaks one for at least 40.
Yeah.
Big
game too.
Every big game he breaks one for at least 40. And one thing that I've been, kind of studying is why don't these teams sell out to stop the run? And I think the reason is the teams that do sell out to stop the run, they stack the box. When you stack the box, that makes it so if Saquon gets past that second line of defense, he's gone. That's why a lot of games you see 2 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, 40, because he's just chopping away. So I think, they just got to stay patient with the running game. I think, the first drive, the Chiefs going to come out, and don't be surprised if they stuff them, a first couple of times. But as the game goes on, I think he's good to break one over 25.5. So I'm going to play that.
I might like that one. What was his number? 129?
Yeah, 129.5.
The Chiefs give up 100 a game.
Exactly.
Off 148.
Oh, wow.
James Cook had a really good game.
Yes, it might get spooky out there.
In the divisional round, they stopped giving him the ball. I don't know why, but James Cook was eating them up.
Yeah.
He was eating them up.
They let Josh Allen run and then got stuffed.
Yeah. Josh Allen, how are you 6'6" and can't get a QB?
And that's what you've been doing all year.
You the white Cam Newton, and you can't
literally.
Literally, you can't get a QB sneak.
I didn't understand the physics there.
I don't either. You're bigger than Jalen Hurts, you're stronger than Jalen Hurts. Yeah, it's gonna be a really good game. It's gonna be a battle of, I think, Kansas City defensive line and Philly's offensive line. I think that's what it's gonna come down to.
Yeah, I agree.
Who's anytime TD do y'all have in mind?
Saquon's minus 190, if I recall, which actually isn't bad. I know the one I'm gonna go with is Jalen Hurts. He's at a pretty good price, minus 115 on FanDuel. He's been paying the bills all year with his anytime touchdown. He had 5 in this. He was responsible for 5 in the Super Bowl last year or 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's the game he got 3 or 4.
It might have been
or rushing touchdown.
Yeah, exactly. So I think he clearly. You can get a defensive pass interference in the end zone, bring it to the 1 yard line. It always seems like Saquon just gets tackled at the 1 or trips at the 1.
And then that's Jalen Hurts' time to do the.
And then that's Jalen Hurts' time. It's very frustrating as a Saquon anytime touchdown better, but
Jalen Hurts is minus 120.
Minus 120?
Yeah. Yep.
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Saquon plus 275 for 2 touchdowns.
Oh, plus 275. That's not bad.
Plus 275.
Yeah.
What's Xavier Worthy?
Plus 165.
Oh, I thought that would be. I'm not gonna lie. I thought his the odds would be
Be a
bigger.
little higher. Yeah, I thought it'd be plus 200 or so. What about Dallas Goedert?
Plus 300.
Okay,
there you
that I
go.
feel like
Plus 2,800 for 2 touchdowns.
For Dallas Goedert?
Yeah.
that's holy
I
crap.
low key like that.
Might have to sprinkle on that.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Sprinkle a little crack on it. Edit that out.
Some Parmesan cheese. Yeah. Do you think how many times do you think Taylor Swift is hopping on gonna be on screen?
So I
Oh
saw,
wait. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
I saw I gotta find where the prop is. But search the prop on whatever books you guys have for will they show Taylor Swift before the first touchdown? I think it's the prop.
Is it Kaishi?
It might be, but I love that prop. I think 1,000% they're going to show her before the first touchdown. I think you can show her as soon as the national anthem.
During the warm-up.
Oh my God, yeah.
I think you can show her at the first Travis Kelce reception, if not the second. I don't see a world where the Chiefs go down and score and Travis doesn't have a single look. And once he gets a catch, I would imagine on a setting as big as the Super Bowl, they're going to be thirsty to show Taylor Swift. So look out there for your sports books. Try to find the prop that is Taylor Swift to be shown before the first touchdown. I'm going to go that she will be. It should be just regular minus 115 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Do we think Travis Kelce is going to score for Taylor being there, or do we think he is truly kind of washed? I think after a past couple games performance,
I agree.
He's just been going too many Eras Tour.
But do you think the NFL wants him to score for Taylor Swift? Like,
oh, for viewership? Yeah,
for viewership, that'd be like gold.
Oh yeah.
What's the odds on Travis Kelce? If his odds are above plus somehow plus 300, I don't think it will be. I think people overbet it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's only plus 145.
Oh my God, no way.
Yeah,
not betting on that.
Yeah.
Is there a Travis Kelce passing? It's just a random trick play. I feel like they can throw.
There's a cool prop that's over 2.5 players to throw a touchdown. So basically, somebody other than the quarterbacks to throw a touchdown.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh, that's good bet.
Hey, if it was a Michigan game, I'd bet it.
Yeah. I mean, I like this. I feel like every Super Bowl the Chiefs are in, they do something trick. Andy Reid.
It's Andy Reid.
Andy Reid is allergic. He is allergic to halfback dives at the 2-yard line. He got to do some wild shit. Like, he just has to. He's allergic to a slant or a halfback dive in the red zone. It has to be a reverse to the tight end with a screen pass to the left tackle or something like that. So I kind of like that prop. Obviously, we know Philly ran the Philly special in which Trey Burton, the tight end, threw the touchdown to Nick Foles. So both teams have a history of kind of doing something funky in the Super Bowl. So I like that prop if you can find it. I think it'll be somebody other than the two quarterbacks throwing a pass.
I love that. Let's finish off with a Super Bowl parlay.
Cool. Let's do a 3-legger.
Devontae Smith over plus 50 is minus 126.
I'm going to do his anytime touchdown. I know we talked about it, but shoot, I'm throwing it in there. So
I'm going to stick with my gut. Let's go. So we got Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown, Devontae Smith over 50 plus.
50, yep, 50 plus.
50 plus. I got Dallas Goedert 40 plus. Boys, lock it in. We're going to cash in money. Last weekend of football. Let's go.
Chase them slips.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for watching us. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. The first 10 subscribers, we're going to give y'all a shout out on the next episode. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Peace. Hey, let's go, boys.
Shit, I almost logged out for real.